Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for part two of Summit 53's micro demo blitz after 2 to 3 months of inactivity. So part one, we touched on opportunity scoring, two-way syncs with Salesforce, so sending MEDDPIC and forecast confidence scores from Summit 53 back into Salesforce. What we're covering here is rolling those opportunity health metrics up into overall pipeline health views and really being able to work on the right opportunities at the right time. So the first thing that we notice when launching the pipeline intelligence view is the overall pipeline health metrics across the top here. See, in this case that we're at 4.6 times pipeline coverage of our overall 6 mil commit. Of our 27 mil pipeline, we have effectively 30% of that in proposal and just over 10% in discovery stage. The risk analysis view shows the overall pipeline in terms of that 27 mil that we saw previously and how much of that is at high risk. So in this case, we have 3.5 mil of our 27 mil pipeline that's high risk, or 13%. We can see which opportunities or deals make up that 3.5 mil of high risk. So in this case, we have this particular opportunity, Atlas Heavy Industries, at just under a mil or 840K, which is high risk. And if we click on the view details view there, we see why that opportunity is at risk. But for a more guided playbook approach, we also have our pipeline playbook view. The first tab there on the left, we see the team priorities. And we can see in this case that we have an unhealthy pipeline shape because we saw that most of those opportunities, or 30+%, was in proposal stage. The daily review provides a quick 5-minute check in terms of overall pipeline health. So looking at things like pipeline coverage, which in this case is 4.6%. With the risk assessment tab, we can break down that risk by various dimensions. For this quarter, two high risk items that need attention, two medium risk, which is comprised of, indeed, the overall concentration of that pipeline sitting with 2 account executives. We've got 10 high risk opportunities, potentially 3.2 million of pipeline at high risk that needs to be remediated. So the deal drag score is essentially an aggregated view of opportunities that have been stalled. There hasn't been progression in terms of activity gaps, staleness, and the overall framework scores across MEDDPIC, BANT, SPICE. In this case, opportunities that are scored above 60 or higher, they represent high risk, high drag opportunities that potentially need to be qualified out. We can very intuitively click through each of those items. But just to step through the deal drag playbook. So again, 12 critical deals identified in terms of opportunities that have been stalled need to be requalified. In terms of drag patterns or blockers, they could be technical blockers, they might be political, they could be commercial or process related. And we have scenarios and recovery plans for each of those different scenarios as well. The recovery tab just shows various plans and steps or programs that could be taken based upon why this opportunity has been stuck. It could be a technical blocker with a proof of concept, and we have guided steps or actions that we can take, as well as templates for POC scenarios that need to be addressed. It could be bringing in a senior technical leader as opportunities that are stalled because of commercial reasons, some levers that we could pull there in terms of revalidating the ROI and the value that we bring. Political reasons, or for political blockers, it could be around executive alignment, bringing in a senior sales leader or a technical leadership to help with the executive level alignment. And again, we have templates for each of those different scenarios that we can apply. Using the toggle box on the left there, we can bulk qualify out certain opportunities. So we might decide based upon our deal review that these 2 opportunities need to be qualified out. So this has been a brief update on Summit 53, our pipeline health or intelligence view, how to manage stale, stalled deals with deal intelligence. Next week, we'll roll the pipeline health up into running a sales and revenue business and key KPI in terms of overall revenue and sales health. So thanks for sitting in for today's micro demo update. Look forward to seeing you on the next demo. Thank you.